Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We going to the top and we're going to bring others with us. So let's get it popping. Let's get it started. Real Housewives of Atlanta season 12 is going down. There's some shenanigans going on with the ladies. But we're going to start off with, Kandi Burruss. Basically, she had a little something to say about Cynthia's Bailey relationship with Mike Hill. Basically, she was saying that Cynthia Bailey be doing way too much online. Like, she be doing way too much, like basically posting pictures of her and Mike Hill, and actually, posting pictures of being at a bridal shop, like she's going to get a wedding dress, like they're engaged. They ain't even engaged. And Kandi, she did an interview and she was like, whoa, this is way too much going on with Cynthia Bailey. She's doing too much. Her downfall is her online antics. And Kandi Burruss is like, she's doing way too much online when it comes to Mike Hill and posting up pictures of wedding dresses and shops, and ain't even been no engagement yet. But anyways, Kandi Burruss says that she already told Cynthia Bailey how she feels about the situation, and it is what it is. And she's just like, she be doing way too much. Like, come on, girl, wait, hold up, slow down, take it easy. You putting too much into this online shenanigans. I was like, okay, Kandi's coming out swinging. And then we also have the situation with fans, Cynthia Bailey's fans, actually thinking that Mike Hill is a cornball, that he's not a likable guy. They also said it doesn't seem like they have chemistry. It doesn't really seem like he's that into Cynthia Bailey. And basically at one point in time, like a couple of months ago, Cynthia Bailey and Mike Hill wasn't posting each other, but now they are posting each other almost every other day online. Cynthia Bailey has been around Mike Hill's family, and he has been around her family too as well. So do you think the relationship between Cynthia Bailey and Mike Hill is actually legit? Do you think they actually have a relationship? Do you think they actually like each other? It seems like Cynthia is happy and she really wants it to work, and she wants some love and she wants some happiness. And Cynthia Bailey, she got rid of Peter. You know what I'm saying? She got rid of Uncle Ben. Like, she wasn't happy and satisfied with that marriage and what was going on, that she actually walked away. She didn't stay around. She left. She stayed for a little bit, but she left. But everyone's saying that, Mike Hill is a cornball. That's what people are saying. So Cynthia had to get out here and start swinging. So Cynthia Bailey was like, I love Mike Hill. That's my man. I don't know why you guys are calling him a cornball. I don't know why you saying all this about him, but he's good. He loves me. I love him. Y'all need to enjoy our love. Y'all need to be happy for our love. We just public, we're just showing our affection for each other online. And some people think it's for a storyline, and Cynthia's desperate. Do you guys think Cynthia Bailey is desperate? I think she's happy with Mike Hill. I think she does like him. I think she wants something to work. She wants a stable relationship, because all the ladies around her are in a stable relationship, other than Marlo Hampton. She's really not in a relationship. And Portia, she's kind of in a stable relationship, kind of not in a relationship, is in a relationship, not in a relationship, but she just had a baby, and she was engaged not too long ago to Dennis McKinley, or whatever that case may be. And so now they're back together. That's the word on the shoot, that they back together. They chilling, having a good time. They're co-parenting, and they're trying to rebuild their whole relationship. So that's the situation with that. And then Marlo Hampton, we already know her situation. And Nene Leakes might be happy with Greg. She might not be happy with Greg. She might leave Greg. That may be her storyline too as well. But Cynthia wants to be in a relationship. She wants to be in a relationship. She's like one of them type of women that loves love and want to be loved and be in a loving relationship, and say whisper sweet nothings in each other's ear, talk to each other. She's the type of person that she likes affection. And I think, it is what it, I don't know how I don't really pay attention to Mike Hill, but he just seemed like he's there. I don't know what he's gaining from it. Maybe popularity, maybe gaining, his, building up his brand too as well, because he does work for Fox. And then being on 2 shows and being with a celebrity, so it is what it is. But I think genuinely he does like Cynthia Bailey, but I don't think he's that into her as she's into him. I'm assuming, but I could possibly be wrong. it seems like everybody comes before Cynthia Bailey in his life, and Cynthia Bailey puts Mike Hill before everything in her life. That's how I see it. But if you guys see it a different way, please drop down below and leave a comment and let me know what's good and what's popping with the situation. So we're going to move on. We're going to talk about none other, than Tanya Sams. We're going to talk about Tanya Sams, and basically she's getting some backlash. Basically people are talking about Tanya Sams because she is going through IVF and she's trying to get pregnant. She is the age of 40, and she's been engaged to, Paul Judge for almost 5 years or 4 years, and they basically haven't tied the knot. And people's like, why are you going through IVF and you ain't even married, you ain't even engaged? Like, you doing it backwards. You on Real Housewives of Atlanta. We are Southern Belles. We get married first and then have the baby. But Portia did it the other way. And then did Cynthia marry Leon? No, she didn't marry Leon, but the word on the street is that, the ladies are laughing at Tanya Sams. They're making fun of her and basically whispering and talking behind her back. They are saying that, she ain't gonna get married. It ain't gonna happen because Paul Judge does not want to marry her at all. So basically the ladies are saying, like, why is she getting IVF? And the people that are whispering and talking behind Tanya Sams' back is actually Kenya Moore. But Kenya Moore got married and had the baby. She probably feels a certain type of way, trying to do it the old school way too as well. And then probably just talking. And actually Cynthia Bailey has been talking about Tanya Sams, basically whispering behind her back too as well, that Paul has no intention of marrying her. I was like, Cynthia, like, okay, you didn't get married to Leon when you had your first child and your only child. And they saying Portia Williams is also talking about Tanya Sams, but she had the baby before she got married, and right now she ain't even engaged. Allegedly, she's not even engaged right now. But we'll find out once the season starts and once Portia opens up more and Dennis McKinley opens up more. But why is they judging her? They judging her, saying basically, how you gonna be unmarried? How you going to, try to have a baby out of wedlock? Like, come on. I was like, what are they talking about? What is Cynthia talking about? She had a baby out of wedlock. Portia had a baby out of wedlock. Kenya Moore did not have a baby out of wedlock. I believe Kenya Moore is married when she conceived beautiful Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But Portia, Portia planned on getting married. She wanted to get married before she conceived, but it just happened that way. She met up with Dennis McKinley. They did the do. She found out that she was pregnant. It is what it is. And then they was going to get married, but the prenup got into the way and all that situation. Then all the rumors and the allegations against Dennis McKinley came up. So boom, she's starting over. But it is what it is. So what do you guys think about Tanya Sam being 40 years old and doing IVF, and basically her and Paul are been engaged for like about 5 years now? And it seems like Tanya Sams wants to get married because she was really ticked and mad at Nene Leakes when they went to Tokyo, wherever they went to. And when Nene was like, maybe, your husband, your fortune might not be, your husband might not be Paul. When Nene Leakes was telling the fortune, when they had the fortune cookies and stuff like that over there. I think they was in China, Hong Kong. I don't know where they was. So we have that situation. And Tanya Sams was really upset. She was mad. She was feeling a certain type of when she kept approaching Nene about, like, why would you say that me and Paul wouldn't get married? Why would you say that maybe there's somebody else out there for me? Like, I'm thinking you throwing shade at me. Like, you don't like Paul. I thought you liked Paul, Nene Leakes, because we had dinner together. We hung out together. Like, why would you say that? That really hurt my feelings. And Nene got Greg over here, almost on his deathbed, and you got Tanya Sams like, oh, why would you say this about me, Nene? Why would you say this about me and Paul? Like, obviously, you've been engaged for almost 4 years, and you guys ain't got married yet. You got the money, you got the finance, you a tech genius. He does whatever he does. You own 2 homes, one in Atlanta and one in San Francisco, I believe. You own a home, you got the money, you got the, you're of age, you know what I'm saying? So what's going on? Why not get married? Because if something happens to him, and somebody has to make a decision on his life, or your life too as well, they can't look to you, Tanya Sams, and Paul can't look to you to make a decision on his life if something happened where he comes incapacitated, where he can't, basically comatose or something like that, or he's in a coma. His family will have to make the decisions on him, even though you live with him, and maybe he don't get along with his family, and maybe Tanya Sams don't get along with her family, and they would have to make a decision where the man that she's been with and living with for almost 4 years and been engaged to don't have any rights over her, because the family will have the legal rights because they are not married. And so, they might be considered common law But, you know, the family can actually trump that by saying, like, that's my son, that's my brother, you know, and they can say, oh, Tanya Sams is my daughter, you know, she's my niece. So it is what it is, but I really don't care whether Tanya Sams get married to Paul Judd, whether she does IVF or not, whether it happens. I wish her the great luck. I hope it does happen for her, that she does have a baby. But in this day and age, 2019, people just think about getting a baby first. They, you know, it is what it is. That's just like, that's the new model, is let me have a baby by you, be a millionaire, baby. You know, 50 Cent started it, but you know, he didn't really start it, but he had that song, Have a Baby by Me and Be a Millionaire. And, you know, people's like, if I get pregnant, you know, by anybody, if I get you pregnant and you rich, you know, we got to share custody, whether you male or female. And basically that's a check into the age of 21 or 18. So it is what it is. But why are they judging Tanya Sam? Why are they talking behind her back like that? And why is Portia and Cynthia talk behind her back like that? That's crazy. When they did the same thing, they had a baby out of wedlock. Kenya Moore's talking, but you know, she didn't have a baby out of wedlock, unless I'm wrong. So we'll see what you guys think about the situation. But Tanya Sams is basically, she's ready to have a baby, and she's ready to have a family, you know, and be a part of, you know, the baby mother community. It is what it is. So what do you guys think about the situation? So Tanya Sams says she, you know, she was in a recent interview, and she said she has done 9 cycles of IVF so far, and she has done about 10 injections a day, you know, and her bid to get pregnant. She needs to go over there and talk to Kenya Moore and see what Kenya Moore did, because Kenya Moore had her baby, and she had a healthy baby too as well. And Brooklyn is actually gorgeous and drop dead gorgeous. And Kenya Moore is of age too as well. It's not like she was in her 20s or her early 30s when, you know, she gave birth to Brooklyn or whatever. But, you know, and she was having trouble conceiving too as well. When she went to go see a shaman, she went overseas, she went to go see fertility doctors. So Tanya Sam, if you need some help, you need to go over there and talk to Kenya Moore. Kenya Moore help you out, and you got the money too. You got money, you got money, you got money, so you can afford it. So you guys tell me what you think about the situation. The shade is real. They are shading Tanya Sams, but she's gonna get that shade because it is what it is. Peace and out. One love to all my peeps and my peoples. Oh, Cynthia Bailey. she's gonna be going in.